Hi, everybody. This is Miss Rosa, and I know I haven't been on doing any live or on YouTube live or even Instagram live or Facebook live in a while. Um, but I know that there's been so many changes that have been happening, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know there's many people who can actually relate to what it is that we're going through. And also, there's a message for the young that I usually like to educate and be around with. So let's just listen to like a quick little background music, and we will get started with the topic. So, welcome back. I hope everybody liked that song because I actually really like it. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys because sometimes music makes pain or whatever it is that you're going through, like you just feel better. And I know that a lot of my kids actually feel good when they listen to music. So, with that said, I just wanted to touch up on something and I just wanted to share something that I wrote down and um, I'm gonna just read it because I wrote it down. So, um, so because I am an educator and a lot of even my viewers, my young viewers, and that's who I really want to speak to. um, I know that we are all going through something. And just to let you know, it's not just our young kids that are going through something or emotional stress, it's also us as adults. And sometimes maybe you the young ones, the youth, think that adults know everything or they're perfect or nothing bothers them, but that's actually far from the truth. And I just want to tell you that because I'm actually an adult, obviously, and I'm going through, some hard times, mentally and just emotionally, and just so many changes, especially right after COVID, right? Everybody came back to work. There's crazy things going around in the streets. So many changes. But one of the things that I really wanted to talk to you about was, especially this goes to kids who are in school, from, I want to say, obviously from kindergarten to 12th grade, because I don't want to exclude anybody, or even young adults who are in college. Um, I just wanted to talk about this topic. And one of them is how to not talk to adults who are there for you and who are flexible with you. So, if an adult, a teacher, an educator, somebody that you look up to, you know that they're mad cool with you, they're very chill with you, they're very flexible with you. There's no need for you to be disrespectful to them when you get into your stressors, right? Um, there is no reason for you not want to learn and do better. And when I say that, I mean that when these flexible adults or adults are helping you and pushing you to do better, even if you're going through something, you should learn how to talk to them. So I'm one of them. I like being flexible with all my kids that I work with because I know that life happens. And when I say life happens, I know that there's so many circumstances that are going on. Your environment is not the same as my environment. What you go home to is not the same thing as what I go home to. What your friend goes home to is not the same as what you go home to or I go home to. So we all have to remember that we need to be respectful of one another, and also be respectful and mindful of those adults who are actually trying and taking care of you emotionally, and just being flexible with you, but also expecting better from you, right? um, Remember to always see your mistakes and apologize. So if you I have, some of my kids, they can be disrespectful and be like, fuck you, Miss Rosa, and I'll say, okay, fuck me, right? But the next day I say, hey, how are you? How are you doing? It's a new day, right? So I've had kids, and my kids come to me after they've, been disrespectful and say, I apologize. I was going through this and I was thinking this. And to me, I appreciate that better than somebody who just wants to get away with being disrespectful all the time. And I'm still being flexible with you, and I'm giving you chance after chance after chance, because remember, the world, when you go out in the real world, there's not a lot of chances. So for it's good for you to be making those mistakes when you're in school and when you're around adults and educators who actually care for you, so that you can make those mistakes with them, but also know when to apologize when you make those mistakes to those educators or those adults who are being flexible with you, who are giving you like something to look forward to every single day, right? Um, Also, to those educators, show interest in your work or whatever it is that you're good at. So if I'm pushing you to do your work because that's what's expected of you from your teachers, then that's what we're gonna do. If you don't want to do any of that, but you have a talent, you got something in you that is different, that's going to get you somewhere later on, then work on your talent too, right? There's nothing wrong with you doing what it is that you need to do to be able to graduate and to get through what it is that you're supposed to do, and also work on your own talent and make that your dream and your goal to make that your business or whatever it is that you want to do later on in life. Okay. Um, and also with us, because I always tell my kids, I wish I could read your mind, right? I wish I knew what you was thinking when you come through my doors in my classroom so that I can understand how to approach you and how to receive you every morning. But I don't. I can't read your mind. So therefore, you have to share how we can help you, how I can help you. Because being disrespectful every single day, coming to school and not giving up nothing is not something that is going to be good for you. And in the long run, you might get more discouraged because of how difficult life is. Um, the other thing that I've noticed is, I don't know if this is just because kids are having kids or the way that you are living life to cover up pain or to not feel pain or to try to manage what it is that you're going through, smoking weed, doing drugs, drinking alcohol, and you're too young. Just know that a person like me who cares about you doesn't want to see you doing those things to cover up your pain because your body hasn't fully developed. Therefore, you're damaging your body at a very, very young age, and you don't know what's going to happen later on in life with you and your health. So it hurts me when I see that my kids come in and they might be high, or that's all they do. They want to smoke weed, and it's cool for TikTok, it's cool for the view, it's cool to make a video, right? Because that's what social media is sometimes. It's showing what it's cool in social media is not really cool in real life. Because in real life, you're failing. And that's what you don't understand. And sometimes you might be like, Miss Rosa, you're just talking too much. You don't understand. I do understand. I've been hurt. I've been homeless. I know what it means to be hungry. I know what it means not to have any parents. I know what it means to have alcoholic parents. I know what it means not to be wanted. I know what it means not to have any shoes. I know what it means to be very dirty from head to toe because I don't have a place to stay, my parents to take care of me. I know what it means not to be educated. I know what it means to be afraid. I have gone through my struggles in life. And I'm here as an educator. And I work with my kids, and you know who you are. And if you don't see this live right now, you'll see it later. I really care about you. And I'm here to tell you that covering your pain or covering you don't give a nothing about school and yourself is not the way to go. You don't want to be the one that later on in life you regret everything that you did. You don't. Or you don't want to be the one that loses his life because you're too young to understand that if you take medication and you're drinking, something bad can happen to you because of the mixture. Or you don't understand that now weed is just not weed. Weed, you can get it from anywhere, and it has all these other things that are not supposed to be in it, which are chemicals, and it can kill you. There's so much you do not know, but I'm here to tell you that you can learn to say no, that you can learn to go through the pain and the struggles in life and try to keep making it no matter what. Have people around you who you feel really comfortable with. Have the educators around you who care about you and talk to them and hold on to that. And also, the only difference you're gonna see between me and you and your choices is what you want. I can be here and preach to you. Somebody else could be there and preach to you. Other people can encourage you, give you everything that you need, that you want, and you don't want to take it. People can give you the tools for you to be successful. But if you don't want it, it's no change is going to happen. And with that, I just wanted to come live and really share the stuff that I'm seeing. And this is one topic that I couldn't not start with because I see so many kids who don't care. I see some of my kids who are just so depressed, so down. They're not even talking. They're looking at their social media, phone, and they're not conversating. They're not really finding that balance of what it is to really live in this world. And looking at something that is not talking back to you, unless you're watching something that's educational, unless you're watching something that's inspiring you, unless you're doing something that's helping you with what you're good at, then you're wasting your time. And remember, I tell this to my son too, you're only young once. You're only this age, whatever age you are at, once. You're only at this moment once. Obstacles in life will always come and go. But what's going to make a difference is how is it that you want to respond? Do you want something different for yourself? Do you want life to look different from what you've been growing up? Do you have a mom who actually supports you? Because I know I have one of my students and she loves her mom because mom is always there. And her mom is her best friend. And that's awesome. And I love to hear that. But it also makes me sad because I know there's so many of my students who don't have that, who would love to have that. But I'm here to tell you that I go through it. I get sad. I cry. I get down. And even the most positive people get down. I don't know everything. I'm an adult and I don't know everything. I learn from you. We learn from each other. So just remember this word, seizure, okay? A seizure. Mankind is like a teenager. They don't care about what is going to happen tomorrow. So right now, you're making choices that you don't care what could happen to you tomorrow. You're just doing whatever. But if you start caring about yourself and your future and what it is that you want, tomorrow will be better. You will one day feel better. And if you feel down and you feel depressed, cry it out. See the resources that are around you. Ask for help because there is help around. But you have to ask. You have to want it. Nobody's going to be here to spoon feed you all the time. Once you turn 18, you go to college, all the services that you had in school are gone. Maybe there's some here and there if you know. But if you don't know, you don't get nothing. And life becomes harder. And with that, I wanted to share that we have seen how everything has gone back to pre-COVID times. because we're back to school, right? Let's say back to work, but with mask on, right? Driving in traffic, but people have been driving and people have forgotten how to use their brain and be patient and not be rushing all the time and not causing accidents because you're being selfish. You yourself want to get to where you need to get, whether you're impacting somebody else or not. There's just so many car accidents right now because of that. Unemployment has stopped since September 5th, but employers still are having a hard time hiring. People, I've heard it, believe Trump will come back as president. And then for me, I think that they think that he's some sort of God, which he's not. Mental health is at its highest. Sensitivity is at its highest. Murder is at its highest. Poverty is at its highest. Addiction has gone up. And where I live, Albany, Schenectady, New York, even Los Angeles, California, poverty and addiction has skyrocketed. There's, everywhere I drive now, I see somebody at the red light. Women, young adults, older men, homelessness in this cold weather, 49-degree weather, soon to be, 10 degrees. If you live right now, and for me, this is what I say, if you live right now and you're still working, you are blessed because you're still functioning, even if things are not going so smooth, like myself. I'm a very positive person. I consider myself very strong. However, something has changed that emotionally and anxiety wise, things, it has gotten worse. And it hasn't helped to see even my students who need that help, who are maybe disrespectful too, because a lot of you guys were saying, we want to go back, we miss seeing our friends, we miss seeing our teachers, but then you acting up. Your attitude stinks. Your self-motivation stinks. Remember that if you want change, everything has to come within you. Do you want to be the one who gets lost? Or do you want to be the one who leaves footprints in my classroom? And one day I can say, wow, I remember him or I remember her. I remember I used to work with suspended kids and he or she was one of them. But wow, look at him or her. They're doing it. They made it. They're successful. They're making change in this world. That makes me happy as an educator. I don't ever want to say, wow, I remember the student and I can't believe he's not here anymore or she's not here anymore because they passed away from overdose, addiction, right? Gang violence, gang initiation, and you just don't know what you're doing, but because you're young and stupid and you want to just jump into the wagon, you start making decisions that are going to affect you later on in life without you knowing, negatively. So I wanted to come live and say it for myself that even though you might not watch this right now live, that you alone say, hey, Miss Rosa, hi, how are you? You feel much better? That's awesome. I love to hear that. Thank you for coming to my life and watching me. Um, I just wanted to share this because I know it's very important. I've cried and I still cry because I don't feel so good. But having people who love you around you and having people who actually care about you, and I care about you, you can come and talk to me. Every day is a new day in my classroom. You cursed me out on Friday, Monday. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. How was your weekend? Right? I love to hear about you. I love to hear how I can help you in my classroom. And one of the things I can help you with is making sure that you figure out what it is that brings the fire within you to want to change, to want to do different. And some of you guys that I work with, you made a mistake. It's okay. I've made hundreds and thousands of mistakes, but I learn from them. And some of them, maybe it takes a little bit longer to learn from them because I'm already an adult and it's really hard to change adults, you guys. But kids, you guys, you guys, I love working with you guys. You guys are my motivation every single day. I like working with you guys. I like seeing you guys. I love seeing what you can do. I encourage your work. I encourage your uniqueness. I love that if I haven't seen nothing from you all week and all this time say, hey, Miss Rosa, I want to do math. I want to do history. Boom. That's awesome because something in you said, I want to do different. I want to be better. And I'm in the right environment right now to do better. But don't give up on yourself. Stop following what social media also says, which is fake. A lot of it is fake. Do your, our stupid dances. That's cool. But other than that, don't be doing things that are not good for you and your health. Okay? So, thank you everybody for listening. This will not be the last time I'm going live. I'm trying to do this live every uh, every 2 Fridays, so I can bring something to you from my personal experience, from what I see in real life. And I want to encourage you to keep going. I want to encourage you this weekend for you to do something that is different, do something that is going to motivate you to change the path that you're in if you don't like it. If you like it, that's fine. You could be sitting on top of the world one day. Look at that. I love my background. And you want to do better. I love you guys. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. I will see some of you guys back on Monday. And if I don't see you, then you can watch this later and you can just comment below, share the video, and just keep trying to be great, even when you don't feel like it. Have a blessed night, everybody. Bye.